Hello everyone, I'm Adam. In this problem, we're going to be constructing a stem and leaf plot for our Exam 1 dataset, which we have here, which we've already written in numerical order. And then using our stem and leaf plot, we want to try to identify the highest and lowest scores. So to start with, looking at the data that we have. So our data going from roughly 70 to 100, right? So our stems, how we're going to break this up in our leaves, is our stems we take, say, as our tens digit. And starting from where our data begins, in the 70s, we're going to have a stem of 7, and we're going to go consecutively. So 8 for our 80s, 9 for our 90s, and we're going to write 10 for our two 100s down here. Right, so kind of meaning that 7 is 7 groups of 10, so 100 is 10 groups of 10. And now our leaves is we're going to write our ones digits, kind of extending out. So since we have this in numerical order, that's going to help us make our work a little bit easier. So in our 70s, we have 70, one value of 70, 1, 2, 3 75s. So we have 3 5s, 77 and 77. 1, 2, 3 78s. And that's it for the values in the 70s. Now looking at the 80s, we have, say, 1, 2, 3, 4 81s. So a leaf of 1 for each of those. And then 182, and 183 and 184. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 85s. So our leaves of 5, 4 of those. Let's see, 187, and an 88, and then 1, 2, 3 89s. And that takes us out of the 80s. So next in the 90s, we have one value of 90. Put a 0 there, 92. Say 98. So our last one. And then two values of 100. So our leaf there is just going to be 0, or 2 zeros. So there's our stem and leaf plot. Okay. Now, before we find our highest and lowest values, one of the things to take away from this is this gives us a good kind of graphical representation of the distribution of our data. So really what the stem and leaf plot is supposed to do, if we kind of tilt our heads 90 degrees, is represent a bar graph where we can just quickly see, right, comparison-wise, how many values we have in the 70s, in the 80s, the 90s, and in the hundreds. So obviously it looks like people scored in the 80s the most, the 70s right next, and then a few in the 90s, and a little bit less in the hundreds. But let's go ahead and answer the last part of our question. So we want to find the highest score and the lowest score. So our highest score, right, looking at this, so with our stem of 10 and 0, right, so putting that together, well, that would tell us we have 100. And the lowest score, right, and looking at our low end, a stem of 7 and 0 would tell us our lowest score would be 70. So there we go. Thank you very much.